Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be going through the OCR maths paper for Q1 June 2016. Let's get started. Okay, question number one then is to simplify this lovely expression here. So you've got 2x minus 3 all squared, take away 2 lots of 3 minus x all squared. So if we just simplify each of these parts of the expression separately and then take them away from each other afterwards, that just makes the whole thing a lot easier. So let's start with this one and work out what that is. So we've got 2x minus 3 all squared. So I find it helpful if you just kind of write that out so that you can see what you're doing a bit more clearly. So just use your preferred method for this. I mean, you should be fairly able to do this. So I know some people like to use the whole smiley face method thing where you've got like the eyebrows and then like the smiley face at the bottom, but you don't have to do that. Just like do whatever way you feel most comfortable doing and whatever you're used to. So I'm just going to go straight for it. So start with this 2x times by that 2x and you get 4x squared. 2x times minus 3, you get minus 6x. Minus 3 times 2x, you get another minus 6x. And the minus 3 times the minus 3, two negatives multiplied together give you a positive, so you get a plus 9 at the end. Simplifying that out, you get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. So that's that first bit done. And now you've got the 2 times 3 minus x all squared. So you want to do the 3 minus x all squared before you times it by 2. That's because of the, what they call the BIDMAS rules? BIDMAS rules. So you do the indices before the multiplication. So if we just do that first. So you've got 3 minus x all squared. And then if you just write it out again so you can see what you're doing, just makes it a little bit easier. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times minus x is minus 3x. Minus x times 3 is another minus 3x. And then minus x times minus x, again, two negatives multiplied together, so you get a positive x squared at the end. So we just rearrange that in descending powers of x because that's how you generally write polynomials. Just makes everything a little bit easier if you write it like that. So that's going to be 3x squared. Oh, the x squared. I was looking at those threes. So x squared, you've got a minus 3x minus another 3x. So that's going to be minus 6x plus 9. So that is 3 minus x all squared, but obviously we want 2 lots of it, so 2 lots of 3 minus x all squared is just going to be 2 times this, so you're going to get 2x squared times that by 2 minus 12x plus 18. Cool. So now you've worked out that, so all you need to do is take this away from this. I'll underline them so you can see them a bit better. Okay, so 4x squared minus 12x plus 9, that's that bit. And you're taking away this. So stick it inside a bracket to start with, because the only bit where you might get tripped up on this question is you might get the signs muddled in the taking away part that we're doing now. So if you put all this inside a bracket, it makes it clearer to see what you're doing when you start taking things away from each other. So 2x squared minus 12x plus 18. You'll see what I mean if that didn't make sense. So we've got 4x squared, take away 2x squared. You just group the terms together that are the same powers of x and take them away from each other. So the x squared, you've got 4x squared, take away 2x squared, that gives you 2x squared left. You've got a minus 12x. Now this is the slightly tricky bit because you've got minus a minus 12x. So when you, again, it's a bit like the multiplying. When you minus a negative number, it actually turns into a positive. So you've got minus 12x, but then you're going to be adding 12x here. So that just cancels out and you have no x. And then you've got a 9, take away 18. So that's going to give you a minus 9. And that is your answer.